Hi everybody, Adrienne Wagner back with another video. I'm the author of A Mother's Hidden Grief, Learning to Manage the Pain of Baby Loss While Supporting Your Children, and I'm also a counselor. I want to talk to you today about some common grief reactions. I am going to break up the video into 5 separate videos just because there's a lot of reactions we have and it would probably take 30 minutes on one video to explain them all. So I'll do a bunch of them and then you can just pick and choose what you want to watch or re-watch according to the information you need. So now that you've had someone that you love die, and I use the word die because we put a lot of pretty words on it, don't we? Like passed away, gone to God, gone to be with Jesus, even some really not so nice terminology like kick the bucket. There's all kinds of things we say about when people die. I just call it die. I'm not trying to be harsh or unkind. I just feel like we try to hide grief or, wrap it up in a nice little neat bow. And the thing is, it's not that way. In reality, it's people die and it's hard. It's really difficult to manage. And so that's, again, my motivation for creating these videos and giving you some helpful content to deal with everything that comes up when someone you love dies. So when you're grieving, as you know, grief impacts all areas of your life. It impacts you physically, cognitively, mentally, emotionally, behaviorally, and spiritually. So these 5 different areas, I'm going to create a video for each one. I might combine a couple, I'm not sure yet. That way you can access them quickly and easily or rewatch the ones that maybe you need extra help with. And knowing how challenging it is to deal with all of these reactions we have to grief, the physical reactions, the mental, emotional, behavioral, and spiritual, I just want you to know that more videos are coming on how to manage these, okay? But first I've got to talk about them, get you real clear on what these are, and then we'll talk about coping skills and ways to manage and help you through this, okay? So the first one I'm going to talk about today are the physical reactions, the physical symptoms of grief. So when someone you love dies, it manifests physically. You'll have a lot of physical symptoms of grief. And I always tell my clients the reason why is because underneath the physical representation or the physical manifestation are the emotions. So we have these emotions of grief and they manifest physically. And it's our body's way of telling us, this is what's here for you. Pay attention. It's a message about what's going on internally for you. So you'll notice things like changes in appetite. You might eat more, you might eat less. And based on that, you're going to have weight changes. You might gain weight, you might lose weight, you might have stomach pain, nausea, or other aches and pains in your body. And it might even be aches and pains that you had previously resurface after someone you love dies. That's really common. So these stomach issues, what's interesting about stomach issues is that your stomach is your power center. So when someone that you love dies, it's off balance, right? And there's these emotions that impact it. And so the manifestations are stomach issues. But your power center is saying, hey, I'm feeling helpless. I'm feeling powerless. And it's showing up physically. So you can look at your physical symptoms and figure out kind of maybe where you need to pay extra attention or look at the message. Another common grief reaction or symptom is fatigue, sleeping more, sleeping less, other sleep disturbances, not getting a good night's sleep, waking frequently, even having nightmares. That's quite common as your brain is processing everything. Hormonal changes, you'll also probably notice. You might lose hair or break out, or because of the anxiety and anxious response, you might have panic attacks, you might have chest pain. All of this stress shows up physically in your body from that emotional underlier of grief and sadness. Your immunity might be affected. You might get sick easier and more frequently. And an interesting one for women that have lost babies specifically, their grief manifests as aching of the arms. So you can see that the emotion of baby loss is there, and it comes out, it shows up as aching arms. So, it's the body's way of saying something's off. Listen to me, pay attention. Let's explore the unspoken pain here. So if you can go to the feelings and just look at them and say, okay, why would my arms be aching? Why is my chest hurting? Well, I'm feeling sad. If you just explore those feelings, it can help alleviate them because you're acknowledging them. If you are a person that has trouble with expressing your feelings, you more than likely will notice even more physical symptoms. They might be stronger physical symptoms because you are resisting what's there and holding it in. It's going to show up a little stronger for you physically. So just know that that's normal, and know that if you sit with it, even though it's uncomfortable, it hurts, if you sit with it, it will transmute, as Eckhart Tolle says, or alleviate some of those symptoms. So remember that physical reactions are a normal response with emotion at their core, and just be open to exploring what that message is for you. Okay? I'll be back soon with another video.